What's going on, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews, back again with another video. Today I'm throwing the embroidery videos on the beard channel, and I think this is going to be the new home of everything that I do. Instead of starting over on multiple channels, I'm trying to get to that 100k, and I got multiple channels and it's all spread out, man. I could be there a lot quicker if I just focus on one thing, just like I do on my Instagram. So welcome to the beard channel, where you might see a lot of embroidery videos from now on, and vice versa. My name is Nate Matthews. What you're seeing right now on screen is my website, neverdenyme.com. So first, I'm not going to press play on this video. If you do want to watch it, you can hit the card that pops up though. But what I do is turn people's images into machine-ready files for them to be stitched out to make patches and t-shirts and hats and whatever else you want to stitch it on, embroider on, I should say, with your design. So quick look, taking a look at my website. There's a lot of things on here. I won't show you guys everything, but as we scroll down, first thing you're going to see right here is a little form that you can fill out, which I'll show you guys that in a second, if you guys would like this service from me as well. So these are all designs. Actually, I'll click on it. These are all designs that I've made. A lot of these are my own designs. The second half are all designs that I've done for other people. So as my, little resume and stuff, my portfolio, there's the word I'm looking for, my portfolio increases, I will be adding more images and things and stuff that I have made for people. Just a few. There it is. And I'm going to show you guys, some more that I'm working on. In addition to embroidery, real quick, these are, patches that I sell, my own designs. I do illustrations, so if you guys want, a picture drawn and stuff like that, I can do that type of stuff as well. As you can see, before, after, through a little beard. This is my little brother, by the way. And these are some other people, not to get too much off track, but let's go back to the main page. What else we got down here? Greeting cards. I sell prints and stuff like posters. If you guys want to hang some stuff like that up on your wall, I can make buttons from any design. You can send me a picture. I could draw it, turn it into a button. If you want it to be an actual photo, I can do that as well. Just don't really advertise it that much. As well as I got t-shirts and stuff down here. For the embroidery people, let's jump back to that real quick. Let's see. If you were to click my equipment, for everybody that asks me what do I use and what machine is this and what machine is that, as I learn more and more about embroidery, what I have been doing is actually updating my website. You guys ask me about the needles and stuff. Your needles are breaking. What material do I sew on and all that different type of stuff. As I gain this knowledge, just check my website. That's what it's there for. That way I can answer everybody's questions, in a bunch, instead of replying back to the same DM that I get over and over and over. So again, these are different machines that I have used. I have not used all of them, but I have used these three for sure right here. Got all three of these. This is like the machine that I really want to get right here. This is a lower end, one for people that just do embroidery and not sewing. They don't care about sewing. I have some of these machines. Other ones I don't, but I look forward to getting. Other ones that I'd recommend depending on your budget. This is all stuff that I use, the materials and everything, more so. I think there's even more stuff that I use, different materials, stuff like that. But the main essentials that you need to get this type of stuff done is all right here. And I will be updating this even further, as well as I do have a playlist right here of, a whole bunch of different embroidery videos, which I will be transferring shortly to this channel that you're watching this on right now. Let me show you guys this real quick. How easy it is to submit a file. I'm not going to actually go through the whole thing, but where it says click here to get started, boom, click there to get started. You can watch a little video and things of how it's done. Again, I'm not going to play it right now. If you guys want to know how much, the average price does start at $18. I make patches and stuff for you. More so now these days though, people that contact me already have their own machine. They just want the picture done, so I don't really make too many patches for other people's designs. Still make my own though. But yeah, do more of the digitizing. So I just need your name, your email. Let me know exactly what you want. If you have your own machine, or if you need me to make the patches and stuff like that for you, you browse the file, attach the picture that you need me to send. Let me know what machine it's for and anything else, such as, I want you to change the color of this or whatever, or can you change the font and different stuff like that. That's where the different prices range from. So this is just a quote of how it goes. So now that we've done this, let's jump over to how it's done. All right, guys. So now we are over in the program. One of the programs that I use is called Photoshop. A lot of people know this program because it is a very popular program. I've been using it for years and years and years. Photoshop, just a quick disclaimer, has nothing really to do with embroidery. And why I say nothing really is because it has no type of embroidery features. You cannot convert anything within Photoshop to make a picture that will be stitch ready for your machine. But I use this program because I'm so familiar with it and I know exactly what I need to do with images in this program to get them ready for the next step to work with my machine. So I'm not going to show you every single thing right here. I don't want to make this video too long, and who knows, I might just I don't know, I might do something in the future, let everybody know a little something extra. But first, here's the exact picture that I was sent in my email. They wanted this turned into an embroidery file. So first thing I had to do is actually get the main piece of this image. So they sent all this black space, and I'm gonna show you guys the what I kind of go through when I have to get a file ready. So first things first, all this extra space is unnecessary. So I understand not everybody has the essential tools to do what needs to be done. So first thing I got to do is crop the image. So I'm deleting all the unnecessary stuff. Again, this is going to be a little rough draft because I've actually already made this whole file. Just taking kind of through the steps of what needs to be done. So there it is. Some of this is kind of out of frame. I'm zooming in a little bit. I don't know why my computer's going kind of slow. Guess because I have so much stuff going at once. I am over here on the side. I'm going to duplicate this file. Now that I have it duplicated, we're going to minimize the second one here. And again, we don't need none of this black background because the client for this design told me, or actually I gave him the option. Like I asked him, is this going to be a patch? If it's a patch, I'm pretty sure he's going to need a border or some type of background. I think he planned on stitching it directly into a hat or a beanie or something like that. So he didn't really request a border. So therefore, no border needed. So I'm using this little tool to delete the background, or to actually select the background. And now that I have the background selected, I'm just going to boom, delete it, right? We don't need it. You don't need it, so go ahead and delete it. And then let's see, I'm just throwing another background color in the back there just so I can kind of see what I'm doing. There it is. So we got this grayish color. Now let's jump back to the image. This, as you guys can see, I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit more, but this is like extremely pixelated. Like this, I mean, it's cool, but it's horrible at the same time. So what I had to do, again, I'm just going to do a rough draft for you guys real quick. What I did was, selected everything. Let's go right over here to Photoshop. Let me actually duplicate this again because I know what I'm going to need to do. Duplicate layer. Boom. We're going to hide this one now. So now we got this top one. So I'm using this little thing within Photoshop to just color overlay. I'm just going to color the whole thing right here, right? So we're going to go over here. Let me get this color picker right here. Grab this. And we're going to throw that and paste that color right there just to change that whole background. We're going to say, okay, let's go back to the image. Next thing we need is the other color. So y'all getting mad confusing right this, and you guys got to understand, I'm not really new to it, but I am new. So I'm new with giving directions. Y'all just got to watch me work. So anyways, I'm going to come over here to this eraser tool, and now that I have the main background color selected for the whole thing, I'm going to work on the inner parts. So the inner parts that I need, let's see, let's not mess with that one. Inner parts. I'm clicking this file, and now I no longer need the white back there. So I'm going to the magic eraser tool. I'm going to select all the white. Boom. I don't need it. Boom. Delete. Boom. Delete. Delete. Don't forget the little small pieces within these little letters and stuff like that too. Let's see if I get it. Whatever. I selected a big chunk of that, but that's cool. Delete. Delete. Delete, delete, and delete. Okay, so now we're getting a little somewhere. So it's like this. Let's throw this on top so you can kind of see it. There it is. So now we're going to do another little color overlay, and we're going to make that red, something like that. There it is. Boom. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, and then this is not exactly what I did, but I'm going to show you guys this anyways. We're going to also do, let's see if it works. I'm just going to do a stroke, and there it is. Boom. So I'm just going to add a little stroke, make the stroke in white, throw a little border on it, you know what I'm saying? Something similar to this, right? And then throw that background back so you guys can kind of see, where we're going with this. I just noticed it actually shows the wrong colors for this image. So as I was testing this out and showing you guys this, the stuff for this image right here, I clicked over on the actual file that I ended up making, and it was actually this color right here. So close enough, but I mean, colors are kind of cool. I just did it opposite, yellow background, white front. But boom, pretty much something like this. Then what I'll end up doing is, now that I have everything separated, the background separated, the color separated, then I go ahead and throw those images over into Adobe Illustrator. Boom, there's another program for you guys that always ask. I've actually explained this in previous videos, but I know I have numerous videos. Nobody really knows which ones to actually watch. The answer is you should watch all of them. Trust me, I give good information in every video. Pay attention, focus, you'll get it. Just practice, you feel me? I ended up teaching myself to do all this stuff so you guys who practice can do the same thing. My bad, I messed up my speech on that one. All in all though, if you guys know what Adobe Illustrator is, this is a program that's mainly used for doing, cool graphic designs and stuff. I use it to turn everything into a vector image, which makes it so much crispier and easier to work with. So again, let's jump back over to Photoshop real quick and look at the original image. Super pixelated, horrible quality, blurry edges, not a good look at all. I threw that over into the Adobe Illustrator, and let's zoom in and look how crispy it made those lines. Very crispy. You could zoom in a million times, right? And those lines are crispy, baby. And I mean crispy. Fried chicken crispy, baby. Hot sauce on the side, please. Anyways, let me stop joking around. So what this program does though is, again, everything is separated. Let's keep that there for now and just play around with this yellow that is on top. Boom. And I use this program to actually separate each individual letter. So as you guys can see, I'm turning these switches on and off. I know they're kind of in random order right now, but the next program is what I actually use to put them in the correct order, which I can also do in this program. But, this is just a real quick thing. I've been recording for a couple minutes now on the fly. Now you guys are looking at the actual program right here, and look at the results of this right here. So I'm gonna go and show you guys, this is real quick, just, a behind the scenes of what a graphic designer, whatever you want to call me, a digitizer ends up doing with your files. So I layered everything. As you guys can see, I broke it down. These are all still separated. So I have the a little stitch around right there with the border just to get the white border on the image. I have an overlay of the red right there, and then I have a final image of the yellow on top. So yeah, let me just go ahead and press play on the file, show you guys exactly how it looks as it's stitching out. I'll speed it up so you guys don't have to watch this whole entire thing. And there it is. So the file is actually stitching out the lines that you're seeing in between each letter. That's exactly what's going to be there when the machine does it, unless you have one of the really expensive machines that cuts all the jump threads for you. Me having a little budget friendly machine, I don't mind getting my little scissors and cutting the string myself. It'll save me a couple $100 on, not being, I don't want to say lazy, but, business ain't booming that much to where I can't spend a little extra time on clipping some threads myself to save me some money. So that's the route that I'm going to take. I hope y'all feel me on that one. You feel me? If you guys are actually looking for any of them, these machines, any machines that I recommend, anything, again, the links are going to be in the description. My website will continuously be updated with designs as I make them for people. Tips and tricks, more videos. If you guys are interested in working with me outside of any way that I've already announced, different type of stuff that I do. If you guys are graphic designers or know a little something and you guys would like to work with me, contact me via email. If you do have any questions though, please, I prefer for you to contact me in the comments of the video. That way, if I can't get directly to your question, somebody else will actually answer that question for you. I am fairly busy, you know what I'm saying? People know that have actually worked with me and paid for me to create their designs. We go back and forth and I shoot them information. So I'm definitely been getting good feedback that I have been, helpful to a lot of people. But, it ain't like if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going to help you. It ain't like that. But I'm always looking for business. So I'm jumping to the emails for people that actually are spending some money with me, and I jump and answer those ones first, and then I spend my free time looking at other YouTube videos and stuff like that versus, answering a whole lot of questions all day, specifically when it ends up being usually the same question that I already answered. So I end up having to just redirect people, sending them links to watch this video, sending them a link to go to my website. So honestly, I don't really answer too much questions via email unless we've already made some transactions and we're working on a project together. Then I'll answer anything you want. Just about. Anyways, though, with that being said, though, let me jump over to the final file in Photoshop and actually show you guys exactly what it looks like. So this is not, I didn't make this picture in Photoshop. This is actually the results of the embroidery file, exactly how it will look when it's stitched out. Now this customer again chose to just go with the digitizing file. He's going to stitch it out himself. But if it were stitched out by me, this is what it will end up looking like. The last thing I want to show you guys at the end of this, or actually on the overlay while I'm speaking, is just to show you that these files do work. All you would need to do after I send you the file, you're not going to be able to open it from your phone. Most likely, you're not going to be able to open it from your phone. You're not going to be able to open it from your computer either, unless you have an appropriate software. So what you're going to need to do is actually download the file from your email that I send you. You're going to have to add that file to a USB flash drive. You're going to need to enter that flash drive into your machine, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. Something like this, right? Overlay on screen. So as proof that these files that I'm creating are readable files by your machine, and you're just going to need to practice on stitching on the correct material, using the correct needles, playing around with the tension on your device, on your machine. And practice makes perfect, guys, or I should say practice makes you better. So just don't give up, because I'm not a pro at this. I have taught myself this, and I'm just so proud of myself for teaching myself this. Nobody actually helped me. Well, the internet helped me pretty much. I read things. I looked in places that are not a lot of people would expect to look. Not everything is going to be in video form, guys. There's a hint right there. Not everything is going to be in a video form. Sometimes you might have to read like an actual book. You might have to read a book. You might have to read some articles online. YouTube makes everything so much easier for us. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up button. But everything in the world is not on YouTube. Just keep that in mind. Keep practicing, guys. Keep getting better. Again, if you guys need any of my services, contact me and let's work. See y'all in the next video. Peace. For everybody that always asks me, how does the machine know to change colors? Well, it tells you it's going to take 9 minutes to do the red. And then after it does all the red, the machine will stop. It will tell you to change the color to, the harvest gold, as it says right there. You would put the harvest gold or whatever color thread you want into the machine. You would thread it up as the machine tells you to do, exactly so right there. And then when you're ready, you would press, the button right there. It will be green and, ready to go. It's not ready right now because I'm just showing you guys, but it will be all done. And then when it's done, it'll say, ta-da, finished embroidering right there on the screen. And there you go. You have a project made in 20 minutes, sewn on whatever you want, guys. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, go ahead and thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm ready to work on the next project. Contact me. Let's go.